Saladin is often celebrated as one of history's greatest military leaders, with his name etched into the annals of the Crusades as a tactician without equal. But his true legacy isn't just defined by his victories on the battlefield. It's his humanity, his chivalry, and his relentless efforts to avoid unnecessary bloodshed that make him stand out. Born far from the privilege of royalty, Saladin rose to become the most respected leader of his age, not through a thirst for power, but through sheer skill, wisdom, and an unyielding sense of justice. He had no ambitions for conquest or rule, only a desire to live the quiet life of a scholar. Yet history had other plans for him. Welcome to my channel, where today we delve into the remarkable, complex, and often surprising life of Saladin, the Islamic leader whose actions during the Second and Third Crusades continue to inspire awe. As a young boy, Saladin dreamed of a peaceful life dedicated to the study of religion and philosophy, but the world around him left little room for such ambitions. Born into an era marked by the chaos following the First Crusade, Saladin's path was shaped by forces beyond his control. At just 14 years old, he accompanied his uncle Shirkuh on a military expedition to Egypt. The First Crusade had left deep scars in the region. Western European crusaders, claiming divine favor, had launched devastating campaigns, pillaging, slaughtering, and desecrating religious monuments. In this turbulent landscape, Saladin was thrust into the role of a soldier, a far cry from the scholarly life he had envisioned. Despite his initial reluctance, Saladin proved to be a natural. Under Shirkuh's mentorship, he honed his military skills, emerging as a leader both feared and respected. When Shirkuh passed away in 1169, Saladin was unanimously chosen to lead the forces of Nur al-Din in Egypt. This moment marked the end of his quiet scholarly dreams and the beginning of a legacy that would change the course of history. Saladin's early years in Egypt were rife with challenges. He entered the region as a supposed ally, but the young Egyptian Caliph Adid quickly grew wary of Saladin's rising influence. Adid attempted to control Saladin by appointing him as vizier, a move that backfired spectacularly. In a series of shrewd and calculated maneuvers, Saladin solidified his power. He eliminated rivals, reorganized the government, and, after Al-Adid's death in 1171, dismantled the Fatimid Caliphate entirely. Saladin emerged as the first ruler of the Ayyubid Sultanate, uniting Egypt under Sunni rule. But his new position came with constant threats. Conspiracies against him were frequent, including one from within his own palace. Yet, Saladin's intelligence network proved formidable, and his swift and decisive actions ensured that no rebellion would succeed. Saladin's ambitions extended beyond Egypt. He sought to unify the fragmented Muslim territories, believing that only a united Islamic world could withstand the Crusaders. In 1174, the death of his mentor, Nur al-Din, created a power vacuum. Saladin seized the opportunity, taking control of Damascus, his beloved home Sunni, and gradually expanding his influence across Syria, Mesopotamia, and Yemen. His rise wasn't without opposition. Rivals like Gamuştagin of Aleppo and the Zingid dynasty viewed him as a threat and resorted to using assassins and military aggression. Saladin, however, met each challenge with unwavering resolve, offering peace where possible, but never hesitating to act decisively when necessary. By 1186, Saladin had consolidated his rule over much of the Islamic world. His focus then turned to Jerusalem, which had been under Christian control since the First Crusade. The atrocities committed during the Crusaders' conquest of the Holy City still haunted the Muslim world. In 1187, Saladin launched a campaign to reclaim Jerusalem. His forces achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Hattin, destroying the Crusader army. When Jerusalem surrendered on October 2, 1187, Saladin faced a moral dilemma. Initially planning to avenge the massacres of 1099, he chose mercy instead. He allowed the city's Christian inhabitants to purchase their freedom and ensured that those unable to pay were treated humanely, a stark contrast to the bloodshed of the past. This act of generosity cemented his reputation as a just and honorable leader. Saladin's triumphs in Jerusalem triggered the Third Crusade, leading to his famous confrontation with King Richard the Lionheart. Though the two leaders never met in battle, they developed a mutual respect, ultimately agreeing to a truce in 1192. Exhausted by years of war, Saladin returned to Damascus, where he passed away in 1193. Despite ruling vast territories, he left behind little personal wealth, having given most of it away to his people. From a nomadic childhood to becoming the most revered leader of his time, Saladin's journey is a testament to the power of humility, wisdom, and unwavering resolve.